trying to make a comeback, but still 20-30 points off the day's highest point, but closer to the 18,000 level. Let's welcome in the management at Suryoday Small Finance Bank. The management is now with us. Mr. R. Baskar Babu, MD and CEO at the bank, is with us. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out time for us. Walk us through the quarter that has gone by. How would you look at the asset quality, the growth that the bank has achieved?
Went by, showed tremendous growth momentum. In terms of disbursement, we clocked around 1,067 crores for the quarter as against 360 crores in the previous quarter. What we are seeing is also the growth and momentum in terms of collections. Quite a few of the non-paying customers coming back into the recorded paying fold, which augurs well. So we are, in terms of our restructuring portfolio itself, we are seeing around close to 60% of our customers paying, and that is a good sign in terms of customer coming back into the economic stream, both in terms of income, their intention to pay, and we look forward to build up on this.
Good afternoon, Mr. R. Baskar. This is Cheryl also joining in the conversation. Your gross NPAs have risen in the quarter gone by, along with your net NPAs also has seen some slight increase. Could you talk to us more about your asset quality, and by when do you actually see or visualize an improvement in your asset quality going ahead?
When we see the rest of the downfall, the slide, so it has kind of stayed put. More customers are coming into the fold. And what we really see is that if you look at our own gross NPAs, while it is 10% plus 10.2, the number of customers in the 90 plus are only at 6%, which is flat compared to the last quarter. So which means that 40% of the customers who are GNPA have paid and have come below the 90 plus, but are still tagged as GNPA because they have not become current age. In terms of a restructured portfolio, it's around 14% of our standard book is restructured, but our restructured book is without any long moratorium. It's 2 to 3 months, maximum 4 months of holiday period, and 90% of the customers have their installments falling due in the month of October and November. So we are seeing around 60% of our 14% of restructured portfolio also paying on a month-on-month basis.
Mr. Baskar, when we actually take a closer look at your numbers, if you look at it, your advances are higher, but your deposits have actually dipped lower. Is that a concern for you?
It is a conscious strategy of reducing our reliance on bulk deposits. So our retail deposits have grown closer to now 90% of the overall deposits. And as you know, we have always been substantially on excess liquidity. We're also consciously now, as things stabilized in the last 6 to 9 months, we are reducing our excess liquidity in the balance sheet, and hence we are kind of not really focusing or rather reducing our bulk deposits. By quantum, it has come down to closer to 100 crores. The reduction is purely on account of a conscious strategy of retiring the bulk deposits.
The line's cut.
So it's already picked up. We are currently at around 350 to 375 crores in terms of monthly run rate, sustaining through October, and we are seeing the same momentum in November and go forward. So based on this, we expect a growth in the overall portfolio of around upwards of 25%, probably very close to 30% in this year. And we are focusing now in terms of digging deeper into our good existing customers, both who are still with us and probably who have repaid the loan and moved on and who didn't really need a loan at that point of time. So the focus in terms of focusing on our 7 lakh very good customers in terms of the inclusive finance. We are also deepening the relationship by focusing on micro home loans and small ticket LAP on our existing customer segment. The key focus area will continue to be inclusive finance, which will contribute to around 70% of our overall asset base at this point of time. And the remaining will be contributed mainly by home loans, affordable as well as micro home loans, and loan against property, which is secured business loan. So these 3 will be the focus areas. Commercial vehicle will be flattish. We're focusing more in terms of refinance, used vehicle funding, and also working capital for mid-sized transport operators. So that will be a flattish growth, but the growth momentum we'll see in the rest of the first 3 products which you mentioned.
Right, sir. So can you talk to us about the slippages, provisions, recovery? How are you seeing the things moving ahead? Are there any major accounts that could slip?
Certainly behind what we have guided is that our operating profit currently around 23, provisioning profit is currently around 25 crores per month. Based on the asset build-up that we are seeing, that is likely to go up closer to around 30-35 crores towards run rate towards the end of the year. The provisioning will be done maximum out of our pre-provisioning operating profit for the next 2 to 3 quarters. I think by 2 quarters, we would think that we would have provided for majority of it. If they're not coming back yet into the paying fold, we're focusing on getting the customers back. Post the COVID-2 and things becoming normal, we are not seeing any of the customers citing COVID as a reason for non-repayment at this point of time. So which was even a partial reason till last quarter. This quarter, we didn't really see that at all. Hence, based on 60% of our portfolio, restructured portfolio itself paying and around 83% overall collection efficiency, we would believe that whatever provisioning that needs to be done would be made out of the pre-provisioning operating profit for the next 2 quarters, maximum for 3 quarters.
Will the profit after tax turn to positive in the next 3 quarters or so?
We would look at FY23 as a year of enterprise profit and sustaining thereafter, certainly towards the 3rd quarter and probably otherwise the 4th quarter.
All right, Mr. Baskar, we leave it at there. Thank you for joining us on the show, talking about your Q2 and the way forward for Suryoday Small Finance Bank. That was Mr. R. Baskar Babu, who's the MD and CEO. And on that note, we'll slip into a break. But when we come back, we will be back with Tata Steel Management. So